Hazel, Frank said. What are you doing? She squeezed his hand, urging him to be silent. The judges paid him no attention. Finally, the second judge said, No resolution. Not good enough. Not enough either. The blame must be decided, the first judge agreed. Both souls will be consigned to the fields of Poseidon. I'm sorry, Hazel Revesque. You could have been a hero. She passed through the pavilion into yellowed fields that went on forever. She led Frank through a crowd of spirits to a grove of black poplar trees. You gave up Elysium, Frank said in amazement, so your mother wouldn't suffer. She didn't deserve punishment, Hazel said. But what happens now? Nothing, Hazel said. Nothing for all eternity. They drifted aimlessly. Spirits around them chattered like bats, lost and confused, not remembering their past or even their names. Hazel remembered everything. Perhaps this was because she was a daughter of Pluto, but she never forgot who she was or why she was there. Remembering made my afterlife harder, she told Frank, who was still drifting next to her, glowing like a purple lar. So many times I tried to walk in my father's palace. She pointed to a large black castle in the distance. I could never reach it. I can't leave the fields of Poseidon. Did you ever see your mother again? Hazel shook her head. She wouldn't know me even if I could find her. These spirits, it's like an eternal dream for them, an endless trance. This is the best I could do for her. Time was meaningless, but after an eternity, she and Frank sat together under black poplar trees, listening to the screams from the fields of punishment. In the distance, under the artificial sunlight of Elysium, the Isles of the Blessed glittered like emeralds in sparkling blue lakes. White sails cut across the water, and souls of great heroes basked on the beaches in perpetual bliss. You don't deserve a Poseidon, Frank protested. We should be with the heroes. This is just an echo, Hazel said. We'll wake up, Frank. It only seems like forever. That's not the point, he protested. Your wife was taken from you. You were going to grow up and be a beautiful woman. His face turned a darker shade of purple. You were going to marry someone. You could have had a good wife. You lost all of that. Hazel swallowed back a sob. It hadn't been this hard on Poseidon the first time, when she was on her own. Having Frank with her made her feel so much sadder, but she was determined not to get ugly about her fate. Hazel thought about that image of herself as an adult, smiling and in love. She knew it wouldn't take much bitterness to sour her expression and make her look exactly like Queen Marie. I deserve better, her mother always said. Hazel couldn't allow herself to feel that way. I'm sorry, Frank, she said. I think your mother was wrong. Sometimes sharing a problem doesn't make it easier to carry. But it does. Frank slipped his hand into his coat pocket. In fact, since we got eternity to talk, there's something I want to tell you. He brought out an object wrapped in cloth, about the same size as a pair of glasses. When he unfolded it, Hazel saw it was a half-burned piece of driftwood, glowing with a purple light. She frowned. What is... Then the truth hit her, as cold and harsh as a blast of winter wind. Phineas said your life depends on a burned stick. It's true, Frank said. This is my lifeline, literally.